Now I want you to take the second road on the right, please, Maria. Second road on the right. See where that white car's coming from?
Yep.
So what type of junction is it?
Crossroad.
It's a crossroad. So we're going to turn right. Now, how do you know you're not going to cut the corner here, Maria?
You go halfway across, like the.
Okay.
thing.
And if someone was crossing the road, what would you do?
Wait for them.
Good girl. Now the turning itself wasn't bad, Maria, but you missed your mirrors, honey.
Oh yeah.
You didn't check your middle mirror and your right mirror. So what's the danger of not knowing what's behind you or how close he is? And what's the danger of moving to the right without knowing what's at the side of you? What do you think?
Like a cyclist might be overtaking.
That's right. So what we're going to do next time we do it?
Check on mirrors.
Good girl. Take the next road on the left, please, Maria. It's just here. We're going to follow the road ahead. What type of junction do you think this is?
Crossroad.
Right. Now, where do we look on approach to a crossroads? What's your observation?
Left and then forward and then right and then forward and then left.
Now, if you
No.
just stop here for a second, darling.
Yep.
Thank you. No. We drive on the left in England, don't we?
Yeah.
So where's our first danger coming from?
The right.
So we look right,
Oh, okay.
ahead, left, ahead, right, and then we look in the direction we're going.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah.
So when you're ready, move off, Maria. That's better observation.
Thank you.
Now at the end of the road we're going to turn left. Now that's a T-junction, you've dealt with T-junctions, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you deal with that on your own. Right, so where are we going, Maria?
Left.
How do we know we're going
Oh,
left?
sorry. I thought.
Especially that gentleman, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to stop there for a second. Look how far we are from that curve, Maria.
Yeah.
Right, off you go. So what do you think the danger is there, honey?
We would go too far into the road.
Well, that's right, but you're leaving a big space on the left. So in actual fact, you turn left from the right-hand lane. So if I was behind you,
Yeah.
I think you were turning right and put the wrong signal on. Plus, if you leave a big enough space, people are going to come through on the inside, Maria. Okay, so we'll have to go round and put that right. You okay with that?
Yeah. That's fine.
Good girl. Now, what do you think about your speed approaching junction, Maria? I think you're going a bit fast and braking a bit late. Turn left, please, honey. So you checked your mirror there, that's good. Now here, do you think we might need a little bit more gas to get up the hill?
Yeah.
Good girl. Now you followed the curb line there, and consequently we've ended up between the curb and the line in the middle of the road, right in the middle of our lane, which is good. That's what you didn't do at the last left turn. So if you go out wide, when you turn, invariably you're on the wrong side of the road. So you could affect oncoming drivers, couldn't you?
Yeah.
At the end of the road, we're going to turn left. So what sort of speed do you think we should approach each junction at?
Walking speed.
Well, you're certainly not walking, are you?
No.
Unless you're the fastest walker in England. Start slowing from these lines, darling, and turn left. So if we approach slower, even slower than that, we've got time to steer and we've got time to look, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bigger turn, still could have been a bit closer. That's it. See, the speed has caused you to be late with everything. So we approach a bit slower. Let's see if that improves us. Turn left, please, Maria. So let's get the speed right down to walking. Start to steer to follow those 2 yellow lines. Keep looking both ways. That was better. But what you're doing with the right, Maria, you're going out too far before you start to steer. You're looking to see if the right's clear. So, when you follow the curb line, you'll have a better angle to look to the right. And how about if you leant forward like that in your seat?
Yeah.
You think you could see more?
Yeah.
So should we do that one more and make that perfect? Well done, Maria. Okay, move off, darling. Get through there. And we're going to turn left. Now I'm not going to say anything, I'll let you do this yourself. But let's think about walking round the curve. That's going to give us more time to look, more time to assess. What is your reference point when you turn left, Maria? What are you using? What's your guide? Right.
I'm not using
Do you see the corner of that windscreen, where the end of the windscreen wiper is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Once you get to the giveaway line, or just before the giveaway line, keep steering to keep that reference on the yellow line. I think that might help you more.
Okay.
Now we spoke about this, didn't we? So I'm going to let you deal with this on your own. Turn left, please. So let's walk, Maria. Lean forward. Start steering. Get your reference on the curb. Keep looking both ways. Looking left before you go out, darling. Look. You're almost across the giveaway lines and you haven't looked left yet. That's the direction we're going, isn't it? Say someone was crossing the road, or there was a parked car there. You're in trouble. So you've got to look. We initially look right to make sure it's safe to go, but before we go across the giveaway line, we need to look left. Turn left, please, darling. Slow it down. Right. Just walk it. And as you walk, steer to the left. Bigger steer, bigger steer, bigger steer. Now look. Now look to the left again before we come out. Now how did that feel?
Better.
That was the best of the lot. Who's got priority? We have. Keep going. Because if you slow down, it's your priority. Do you understand them signs? So, if you slow down, what do you think the lorry driver thinks?
That we're not going to
That you're letting him through, yeah. So you're sending out a wrong signal, aren't you? Turn left, please, Maria. Now let's walk up to it again. Slow it right the way down. Now steer around that corner. Follow the curve, follow the curve, follow the curve. Now that's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're leaving a big gap, you're going to get some smart so-and-so come by on a motorcycle or a cycle, aren't you? So close the gate, as it were. Think about your speed going between these parked cars, honey. You've got to think, what if the door opens? What if someone steps out? So it's what you need to do, as I said. Fix things. Abandon the lesson plan. Just fix what's going wrong. That's what the examiner wants. Turn left, please. Gently start steering. That's it. right. Now look left before you go across the lines, so you don't lose where you're steering, yeah?
Yep.
At the end of the road, we'll turn left. Slow it down. Lean forward and start looking nice and early. Steering, following your curve line. Good girl, now we've got a chance to look because we can't go anywhere. He's letting you go. Thank you, sir. And that was the best turn of the lot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think made it the best turn?
Was the speed.
The speed. So your speed was working against you, yeah? Turn left, please. Well, what a place to do a 3-point turn. Now I'm going to let you deal with this on your own, Maria. So we're looking and steering, using our reference. Turn the wheel bigger, that's it. So you don't use lots of little shuffles with the wheel, when one big one will do.
Oh.
Yeah? Let's do a big one. Now, I think we've improved on those left turns. What do you think?
Yeah.
So we'll move on now.
Okay.
At the end of the road, we'll turn to the right.
Okay.
We've met before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have multiple times.
Oh, multiple times.
Yeah.
That's why you look so familiar.
Yeah.
Turn right, please. Slow it, slow it. Where are we looking, Maria?
Right and then left.
Good, and right again. Good, now that was a nice turn.
Thank you.
So you see your speed on approach really helps. Turn right here, please, Maria. And this is a crossroad. And look at the crossroad. If someone was coming towards us turning right, would you turn in front of him or behind here?
So behind?
In front,
Oh,
darling.
in front,
Look how
sorry.
small the crossroad is. You wouldn't have time to go, space to go behind, would you?
Oh, okay.
So depending on whether you're going front or behind, it's the size of the crossroad, the actions of the other driver, or road markings. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
So you've got the idea on the smaller crossroads. So should we find some bigger crossroads and say you deal with those?
Yeah.
Turn right, please. Slow it down. That's it. Now look at all the time you've got to look, line up and turn. Round you go, Maria. You're on a major road, aren't you? Now you had much more thinking time there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why?
Speed.
Thank you. Turn left, please, Maria. Now you're flying towards this, darling. What's all that that about?
The road was going down.
Look to your right. Follow the curb line. Yeah, the road was going down, so that's why the car picked up speed. Could you think of a way
Press
to
the
get
brake.
rid of that? So use your brake.
Yeah.
Simple. So what do you think after this black van car? Look left before you go across the right lines, darling. Why do we need to look left before we go across the lines?
In case someone's turning.
Well, no. Say the traffic had slowed and stopped.
Yeah.
You're looking
Oh.
right, you'd accelerate into them, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Say there was a pedestrian crossing the road. Yeah? When we get to the traffic lights, we're going to turn right. Now, it's a big crossroad, not an approach. I'm going to ask you some questions. So first of all, when are you going to start checking your mirrors, Maria? Yeah?
They go right.
And when are you going to give the signal?
No.
Really? Up and into Astor's, are
sorry.
we? You run out of tea bags. Turn right, please. So, we're going to go offside here, are we? So we go forward, past the other chap. Now keep your car straight, no further, no further. So if you keep steering,
Yeah.
you're going to go into that lane and you're going to affect the chaps coming towards us. You can't see it from here, but off we go. But if someone did it to you, you'd notice it, honey.
Yeah.
Turn left, please, Maria. No,
Oh.
we're not in the car wash, are
sorry.
we? Right, are we going to walk round here? See, what you've got to think of, when you turn, if you have to stop, you don't want to be stopping harshly.
Yeah.
Because if someone's up our back, we run the risk of them banging into us, don't we? And there could be pedestrians. We can't see round corners, can we?
No.
Your eyes come out and turn corners? Mine don't.
Yeah.
What about your speed here? It's a 20 limit, you were doing 21 just now.
Sorry.
So you've always got to think, what if a car door opens? What if someone steps out? If you're travelling too quick for the road, you're going to have trouble responding safely. Turn left, please, Maria. So walk up to it, steer, look, Maria.
Sorry.
Right, you're doing it again. Let me stop you there. Let me just show you something. Look how far we are from that curb.
Oh, yeah.
You're almost on the wrong side of the road. So we need to slow it down and plan it. Slow it and move over. So you're following the curb line. I know you can say, well, I can follow the curb line from here. Well, you want to be close to it, darling. We want to block anyone coming through. So let's make it, well, there you go. Well, that
Yeah.
cyclists just do. Yeah? Right, so I think we have to do that again, I'm afraid, darling. So we'll go to the end of the road and we'll turn left. And again, it was your speed. Right, just pull up on the left here. It'll only be for about 90 seconds. I'm going to have a chat with you. Now, normally, from my experience,
Yeah.
which is vast, I ask myself, why are people going too fast?
Yeah.
Now, it's either they're too close to the pedals, so they're pressing all the time because they're uncomfortable, or they've got the wrong shoes on. Have you got big, thick sole trainers on? Yes, you have. Can you actually feel those pedals?
Yeah.
Are you sure you can feel them comfortably, or you just know they're there?
I know they were.
Yeah, so them pedals, honey, are an extension of your legs. And if you've got something on the sole of your foot that's too thick, you can't feel the pedals as you should do. The pedal's got to become an extension of your leg. So bear that in mind next time you drive. I get youngsters all the time with these flash trainers with indicators on and brake lights on the back of the damn things. when I make them take them off, they say, oh, that's completely different. I can feel everything.
Yeah.
So you do need a softer shoe. So there's a reason. I keep telling you it's fast and we're still going fast. Now you're an intelligent girl, so why are you still going fast? Because you're handicapping yourself with that footwear.
Mhm.
Bear that in mind for your driving lessons. My wife drives with a pair of slippers.
Yeah.
She comes out in her shoes, takes her shoes off, pulls her slippers out from under the seat and wears her slippers. If she tries to drive in her shoes, she's all over the place.
Mhm.
Bear that in mind. Right, let's pull away and turn left, please. Do you find that, I said, if the shoes are too thick?
What way are we going?
Turn left, please. Steer. And look, out we go. Keep steering. That's it. We're on our side of the road. That's where we want to be. You're going out and turning wide, which you're even encouraging people to overtake you on the left. Let's turn left at the lights, please, darling. Well, I think they're parked because the blue car's just come round them. What do you think?
Yeah.
See what I mean about doors opening? Did that man look?
No.
No, he just pushed the door open. Turn left, honey. Now, what would happen here if someone hit us up the back?
We'd crash.
Yeah. How can you prevent that happening? Thank you, Maria. Big turn, follow the curb line. That's it. Much better. Turn left, please. Let's walk up to it. That's better. This is the speed I'd turn at. There's an old people's home there. Could be someone on a crutch halfway across this road, couldn't they? Yeah. Look at that perfect turn. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
It was absolutely perfect. Well done. Now, we come along here like the police were chasing us just now. So we're going to be slower than that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Good girl. See, even 1 or 2 miles an hour makes all the difference in the world. I was reading in one of my magazines on some statistics they'd done. 20% of people that are hit by a car at 30 miles an hour die. 20%. Turn left. I'll tell you the rest when we've turned. Let's start walking. Walking, walking, walking. Looking, leaning forward. Now look at your curb. Start to steer. And then look as you come out. What a much better turn that was.
Yep.
All because of your speed. Yeah, 30%, 20% of people at 30 miles an hour die. But at 35 miles an hour, it jumps up to 40% of people are killed. Turn left. So just one little squeeze of the gas pedal and the death rate doubles. That's how serious it is. Are we following this curve? See, it's mirror, signal, position, position, then the speed, then the look. So the position's very important, darling. Excellent. Now that's a big crossroads, you've done well there. So do you want to try and do some more difficult crossroads?
Yeah.
Stay left, darling. Hiya, John.
Hi, Frank. I'm sorry, it's frank.easters@hotmail.com.
Hotmail.co.
So frank.easters@hotmail.co.uk.
That's correct, Johnny.
Yeah,
Okay, John, thanks very much, buddy.
Alright, cheers.
Take
Bye.
care. Follow your road ahead, please. What lane are we going to drive in?
Left.
That's it. So do you want to try a couple of different types of crossroad?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. But remember the speed, because you're going so fast. So it's late mirrors, late signal, wrong position, and all because you're driving too fast. So if you take the speed away, the other three problems you got should melt away. They shouldn't be there. But my money's on the trainers. Now, how far should you be from the curb, honey?
A meter?
About a metre. He's a metre from the curb. Follow his line, because you were wider than he was. Just keep to the right of these red lines, about the thickness of a pound coin. What do you think of your speed?
Too fast.
Good. At 30 miles an hour, how far should you be away from the guy you're following in car lengths?
3 cars.
6 cars. 3 cars at 20. What's the next hazard you can see?
Person.
Zebra crossing? See the bollards?
Oh, the.
Yeah, so check your
Oh.
mirror, my darling, and look all the way round. Go. Turn left at the lights, please. Good, nice mirror check. So when we move off, we just follow these red lines, just keep to the right of them and follow the red lines around the corner. So we should end up in our lane, shouldn't we?
Yep.
Perfect turn. Works, doesn't it?
Yep.
And what's the first thing you do when you get into a new road?
Check your mirror.
Why?
So you're aware of what's around you.
Yeah, it's really because someone could be overtaking you. You shouldn't accelerate if someone's in the process of overtaking. What are we thinking about this van? Does it look safe to you? He's got a brake light on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he might be in it. He was. He was on his phone. You've dealt with roundabouts, haven't you?
Yep.
Where'd you give way to at a roundabout?
People come up on your right.
Okay, follow your road ahead of the roundabout. What speed were you approaching at?
Walking.
You see through that fence, can you?
No.
Thought you were Superman's little sister. And it said we can't see, we need to slow. What's the next hazard?
Zebra crossing.
How do you deal with it?
Check all your mirrors and slow down.
No.
Oh wait, no, but there's no one crossing, so you don't need to slow down.
That's right, we check all our mirrors and we scan.
Okay.
And depending on what we see is whether we need to slow down or not. Now at the end of this road is a set of traffic lights, and at those lights we're going to turn right. It's a big crossroad. Now I may ask you questions to confirm you're going to be doing the right thing. It looks to me like he wants to turn right, so shall we let him?
Yeah.
He wants to go there, so you go
Okay.
forward. Be careful. Good. So we're turning right. So what do you think? Offside or near side?
What's the offset?
That's when you go
Okay.
behind someone. What's that sign say?
Compulsory right turn.
That one.
Oh, 40?
So what road do you think that is?
40 road?
Yeah, which one?
Oh. The one we're going to go into?
That's correct. And what type of road is that?
Dual
Carriageway?
carriageway, yeah.
Good. So when we drive in a dual carriageway, what lane do we drive in?
Left.
Okay, so when you turn, what lane do you want to end up in?
Left.
See, I'm preventing them making a mistake by asking the question. And if someone hits us up the back,
We go forward.
it's not a Mac you got on, is it? It's your shirt, surely.
A what?
But this a shirt?
Yeah, just
I thought it was a rain Mac for a minute. I think, what, you crazy? It's just so hot. Now, what are we thinking about this cyclist?
Which one?
The one over there.
Oh,
Could he cut across us?
yeah.
They do strange things sometimes. So I want you to be very aware of him. Perfect, well done. Can we go? Look down the inside. What could come up the inside there? Another car, motorcycle, cyclist. So if there's a space when you're turning, but you turn, lean forward and look into that space.
Okay.
And what did we say the speed limit on this road was? I thought you might enjoy that. Now, 40 miles an hour, how far should we be from the chap that we're following? No, have you heard of the 2-second rule?
Oh, yeah.
2 seconds. You know how to do that, how to implement it?
Yeah.
How do we do it?
Like when the back of that car crosses the sign.
Good, good girl, good girl. Now the next set of lights, we're going to turn right. No, not these, the next set. Anyone near these lights? This is a crossing, is it?
Yeah.
So if someone was standing there, what would they have done?
Press the button.
Good. Now we're going to be turning right the next set of lights. When are you going to start moving over? Yeah, you've got to plan these things, darling. Because in heavy traffic, people just keep going. And the later you leave it, the more trouble you might have coming over. And we're going to turn right at the lights, and I want you to tell me whether you think you should do offside or near side. Can I leave that to you?
Yeah. Oh, turning right.
Yes, darling.
Oh.
That's the right lane. So looking at it, what do you think?
Offside? This? Offside?
Well, look at the traffic lights the other side.
Yeah.
There's 4 bulbs, isn't there? There's normally only 3 bulbs, isn't there?
Yeah.
So why is there a 4th bulb? What do you think?
For the time?
That's right. Now look at the road markings.
Oh.
This
yeah.
is near side.
Oh, okay.
So it's the other reason we have to do near side. Because we've been ordered to. The next set of lights we're going to turn right. So what's the part of the road you're going to stay on, Lee?
The right?
Good. What do you think? How are you going to control the speed?
Okay.
Turn right, please. Now again, what do you think here? Offside or near side?
Near side?
Why? If you look at that second set of lights, it's got 4 bulbs.
Yeah.
So what's the bottom one for, do you think?
Turning.
A filter light.
Filter.
So we'll just go in and we'll wait for the filter light. Lucky no one's hitting us up the back today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep your wheel straight, don't start turning and stop here. Closest you want to go, darling. Yeah? Now if you start steering, you start moving over, so you block their lane.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll all be able to change position. Okay. Good girl. Don't let the wheel spin, push it back through your hands. Never want to let go of the wheel and let the wheel spin. What do you think about these lights? Any rush to get to a red light?
No.
So if we slow down, do you think it might start changing colour?
Yeah.
Now we can go. So you never want to rush to anywhere where you got to stop. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Done. Always beware of people crossing the road while they're talking on the phone. I think it should be a fine. It's dangerous. What's the next hazard? What's that sign say?
Bend.
To the left. So we're going to bend on the left. What part of the road should we be on?
The left.
The right.
The right?
So we can see into the bend earlier.
Oh.
Likewise, if the bend's to the right, we're into the left, so we can see into the bend. Anyone standing near these lights, my darling?
No.
Idiot. Road's full of idiots. And it's very easy. There's so much bad driving out there. It's quite easy to get swallowed up in it and become one of them. I mean, he must be doing 45, 50 miles an hour. on a little road like this with a 30 limit, you'll probably find he's got about 8 penalty points on his licence. Anyone near these lights? What should you do when you see these lights?
Check the mirrors.
And scan. It's just the same as a zebra crossing, only that's a controlled crossing. If someone's there, unless they're silly, they would have pressed the button. So what's going to happen to the lights? Good girl. For the traffic lights, we're going to turn right, and I'm going to let you deal with that on your own, my darling. Well done. Spotted your deliberate mistake, yeah? No, keep going. No, you went over the box.
Oh.
You should go over the line. There's a box there with solid white lines. A solid white line in driving means you should not cross. And you went across the solid white line. What do you think about your driving position? What lane do you think you're driving? Good. Yeah, it's a bit wide out there. Any wider, like that idiot in the Jeep who overtook us, people like that will go past you on the inside. And if anyone's overtaking you, we'll always want them to overtake on the right. So we don't open the gate on the left here. That can't happen, can it? We had to brake a bit sharp there, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was you and your speed again, and of course we're going downhill a wee bit. Try and keep a safe gap. You don't go up someone's backside, because if you're doing that, you're always going to be braking sharply. Because he's too close to the chap in front. So the chap in front brakes, he brakes, we brake. What lane do we go ahead from? Good, because you keep wandering away from that curve.
Sorry. We're going to take the next road on the left. Take the first road on the right gun.
Should we let this chap come
Yep.
through? We're going to stop here on the right, please, honey. Watch the curb, just walk into it.
I'm sorry.
That's it, walk into it. You don't want to gas when you're parking. Straighten up. Thank you. Make the car safe and switch off the engine.